What's up, this squad? Back with another video. Y'all seen the title was going down. Make sure y'all hit the like button, that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it in the title. The crazy thing about this, I'm not even gonna lie, is that this is coming from Tim Walz. This is literally coming from Tim Walz. Out of all people, this is coming from Tim Walz. Tim Walz says the one thing that brings him joy during the day is watching Tesla stock go down. Says Democratic VP candidate is openly rooting for the destruction of a top 10 American company while his supporters destroy its cars. Whatever you thought in life would look like Walz Harris' office, it would have been 10 times worse. Honestly, check out what Tim Walz says, y'all.
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, you know, and take out, just telling you.
See, and that what two things. The first thing, first of all, that is not going to, that's not going to help. Just because you take dental floss and take off an emblem of a car, it's still the car. It's still a Tesla. I mean, everybody knows what a Tesla is. Everybody knows what they look like. That's common sense. The second thing is, I don't think he has common sense. I honestly don't think he has common sense, and he's definitely I don't even want to say that on here. I don't even want to get in trouble. YouTube videos and the algorithm and stuff ain't even going as well anyway, so I ain't even about to say nothing crazy. But my thing is, this man said to take dental floss. So not only are you're talking about Tesla, but you're letting people know that it's okay to take dental floss. And then what makes this video more interesting, this man said and pull the little Tesla thing off. He don't even know that it's called an emblem. You know, a little emblem. That's all he had to say. He can say emblem. You know, I use the word that's you know, when you got a Hellcat emblem, a Ford emblem, you know, that's something that you take off. You know what I mean? Bro said Tesla thing off. You want people to take those off. Check out what Karoline Leavitt says. Let's check it out.
Data, inflation is cooling and gas prices are falling. The president has established a National Energy Dominance Council, and it's ultimately the president's goal. And this administration is working hard on it every single day to increase our energy production right here in the United States of America, to have it Trump energy boom like we saw in our first term, which will not only lead to lower fuel prices here at home, but also lessen the rate of inflation that was created by the previous administration.
One more on Tesla, Karoline. Tim Walz, Governor Walz, saying last night he frequently checks Tesla stock, in doing so to, quote, give me a little boost during the day. How should Americans view politicians who take pride in the downfall of an American car company?
I think that's quite sad, but I think Governor Walz unfortunately is living a sad existence after his devastating defeat on November 5th. Right.
Bro, if I'm telling y'all, listen, y'all. When I say that this woman is literally a boss, bro. This woman is a boss, bro. I don't care what nobody says when it comes down to it. The way that she handles these questions, the things that I've seen, the questions that has been asked, and the way that she handles them, is straightforward and real. I'm telling you, that's what you want, right? You couldn't get none of that from KJP. I'm telling you, you couldn't get none of that from KJP at all. So it says here, Karoline, and I'm so sorry, you know, I know I got to figure out how I can get this zoomed in more. Karoline Leavitt just slammed it. Basically, I don't want to say the word, the T word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. People that are targeting these Teslas, called out Democrats for staying silent. And it's a reason why when I say these different things and I'm saying the T word or R word, I have to, because trust and believe, bro. When it comes to YouTube, you have to watch what you say. But you said we just check it out. I ain't gonna read all of that. I try not to read basically what we're already gonna be watching. So check it out, y'all.
Tesla, there's a website that's trying to dox Tesla owners across the country and saying they're only going to take down personal information when people show that they've sold their cars. What's the administration going to do about that?
I haven't seen that website, but we certainly think it's despicable, the violence that has taken place against Tesla, the company, its employees, and also just Americans who have chosen to drive an electric vehicle. Many of them are Democrats, by the way. Democrats were big supporters of Tesla and of electric vehicles until Elon Musk decided to vote for Donald Trump. So we would like Democrats to also come out and condemn this heinous violence that we have seen, and I believe the Attorney General has said she's investigating these incidents as acts of domestic terrorism.
I'm telling y'all, and me personally, I don't think it is, I don't think it's a stretch at all. The amount of years they can see, when it comes to doing jail time, I don't think it is all, because they're literally setting these cars on fire. They're shooting at these cars, doing everything to these cars just because they don't like Elon Musk. And just like Karoline stated, Democrats loved Elon until he voted for Trump. I showed y'all a video yesterday of literally, and please go check it out. I showed y'all a video of Elon literally walking with Obama. You know what I mean? So at one point, loved Elon, loved what he did, loved what he was about. Now all of a sudden, and honestly, I don't even know where it came from. If you want to be real, I don't know where it really came from, because at first they wasn't even touching these Teslas. They wasn't touching these Teslas. I feel like this is just something that they see. They know it in a sense, I guess, be on the news. It'll be blown out of proportion a little bit. They know that it'll be everywhere, and they're continuing to do it. But one thing that I've learned from seeing these Teslas is that I'm pretty sure they have a good amount of cameras on the Teslas, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of their faces, obviously are shown. I literally just watched a video of somebody throwing dog feces on a Tesla, and it's never that serious. You know what I mean? Like, it's never that serious at all. And the crazy thing about the whole video is that this man took a I think it was a one of those little doggy bags, waited for his dog to poop, picks it up, and just slings it on side of the car. You know what I mean? Like, I find it so crazy how somebody can really take the time out of their day because they don't like a person till they destroy somebody else's car. And the crazy thing is, a lot of these people that, again, drive these Teslas, a lot of them are Democrats. I wouldn't even lie to you. A lot of them are Democrats. And on top of that, a lot of them aren't even in politics. They just drive the car because they like the car. Like I said, I got many buddies that don't even talk about politics, know nothing about it. They drive Teslas. But people go and destroy other people, other people's cars that they literally worked hard for. And it's literally insane. I don't care how much a Tesla costs, what it is. It can be like I said yesterday, a $10,000 Tesla. Regardless, somebody worked hard to get that Tesla. Stop destroying these cars. So check it out. This is CNN.
I think go back to
I feel like this video, when I seen this, it definitely needs to be out everywhere. And I'm mad at myself because I didn't even get to actually repost this, because it definitely needs to be. Let's check it out, y'all.
point one. When you set a car on fire, you should go to jail. You're a criminal.
Any car,
I don't think we have to
actually.
talk about it
not
in
just
any other
Tesla.
context. And all those cars have cameras in them, and those dealerships have cameras. You're beyond being stupid when you do that. You're going to go to jail, and you now have a government that just got their mandate. They can't wait to find idiots that do this. You're going to spend 5 to 20 years in prison if they get them on.
Dang, I know it was that long. How long? Wait, whoa. How long did he say?
You're going to spend 5 to 20 years in prison. If they get them on terrorism, which I think is a stretch, they will have no parole.
He said he thinks it's a stretch. Me personally, I'm telling y'all, bro. When one thing about it, if you want to do this and set cars on fire and do this and do that, by all means, you're gonna have to do that 5 to 20. Think about your actions when you're doing this. I'm telling you.
No shortened sentence. They'll rot in hell in prison for 20 years. And frankly, as far as I'm concerned, that's okay. Breaking in, shooting a car, setting on fire, nothing to do with the politics, nothing to do with Tesla. You are a criminal, and you should go
what about the broader
to
question
jail.
about the protest factor? I mean, you heard
What
Tim Walz.
protest? You're a criminal.
I'm talking about Tim Walz and his comments about the Tesla stock. He says it gives him a boost to see that stock going down.
That poor guy didn't check his portfolio and his own pension plan for state. It's beyond stupid what he did. He's talking down a 3.5% weighting in his own pension plan. I mean, what's the matter with that guy? He doesn't check the well-being of his own constituents in his state.
I mean,
that's their investment
to your
fund.
point,
What a
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. And I'm sorry for cussing. I'm sorry for cussing. But when I tell y'all, you literally can't be shit if somebody says that. Start the sentence, that poor guy. Just think about it. We're talking about Tim Walz right now. That man said, that poor guy. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all. And then, and I tried to keep it together. As he was saying it, I tried to keep it together. But I'm telling y'all, bro. Tim Walz is literally just, I don't know. He reminds me of I don't know. It's just Tim Walz. And I just see a nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing to I don't know why he's even relevant. Why he even spoke and said anything. Like, they're still in search of a leader for the Democratic Party, and I guess Tim Walz thinks that he's that person, evidently. But y'all seeing it literally just from Nick Adams saying anyone who lights a car on fire should go to jail, no exceptions. Y'all heard it, 5 to 20 years prison time. Doing that. Tim Walz, literally. Not even thinking, again, because it's Tim Walz, says that his Minnesota pension plan is backed up by Tesla stock. So this man is literally just on stage cracking jokes, and he not even thinking is a pension plan. I mean, I'm telling y'all, bro, is not it. Let's check out what Elon got to say, y'all.
The average American makes $66,000 a year. We're close to $40,000 in debt. You said to me in our last interview, we won't have a country unless we fix it now. Can you explain why this is so important that we identify all this waste?
And I'm not going to lie, y'all be telling me I need to get some sleep. Elon and Trump got to get some sleep. And I know there's a lot to do here in America and stuff like that, but I can just see how drained and I'm telling y'all this. Working in the government, I always see, I always try to notice, little different things. But when I tell y'all, bro, that Elon looks drained and he's a hard working, I've definitely, I never really liked Elon, like that back then. I'm not even gonna lie, but I started to hear what he had to say and to understand Elon and what he was about. You know what I mean? And I think more of it was because, again, I grew up in a Democratic family, so seeing little different things that my dad would talk about, and seeing because y'all gotta realize too, I just got into these videos just a couple of years ago. So seeing Elon and I don't know, just seeing what he was about and just understanding. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm not really much of a fan of a lot of people, but when I tell y'all I'm a big supporter, coming down, fan, whatever you want to call it, Elon Musk, dude is, I'm telling y'all, he definitely cares about America. I don't care what nobody say. He cares about America, and I love the dude.
Identify all this waste.
Yes, the government the government waste and fraud is so high that it's causing a $2 trillion annual deficit. So that's $2,000 billion of waste and fraud that's happening. And the cost of our debt has gotten so high that just the interest payments on the debt exceed the entire military budget. And it was just growing out of control. So the country was going bankrupt. It's just, a country is no different from a person. If a country overspends and doesn't spend wisely, just like a person, a country will go bankrupt. So the reason I'm here is because I'm very worried about America going bankrupt due to the corruption and waste. And if we don't do something about it, the ship of America is going to sink. And we're all on that ship. And this may be a message to, people out there who have, are wealthy, have a lot of means, or control companies. It's like, just remember, we're all in ship of America here. If your company is not going to exist if the ship of America sinks. And we should do everything we possibly can to ensure that America is strong for far into the future.
And for
I'm telling y'all, that's the realest thing. I definitely feel that's the realest thing. And I feel like a lot of people aren't getting, what Elon Musk is about, and what, like, he's literally, and I know, you kind of know, he definitely is for the United States, and cares about Americans and what's going on. I don't care what nobody say. That's just what it is. So, like I said, definitely, Tim Walz definitely looked like a fool in this, the video that I showed y'all, definitely. And I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm absolutely telling y'all, when it comes to the Democratic Party, it's not looking good at all. So many, what they say, over 300,000 Democrat voters. They're not registered as Democratic voters, no more, like, at all. And whether they done went to the right or just independent, it's still a horrible look, when it coming from the Democratic Party. I look at the Democratic Party and I just see, like, it's just this hate towards Trump. It's nothing that they can possibly talk about. It's nothing that they're giving out to people. It's just a hatred towards Trump and Elon Musk. And I'm telling y'all, it's not looking good for them. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.